toxic masculinity.
So, let's read some comments and questions. Do you guys have anything to say about this stuff? I don't know. Let's find out. There was a couple of super chats, I think. Let's have a look here. MJ Jackson writes, my psychology professor let me expose this in his class and gave me 100%. I don't know what story that's about. I guess we're talking about communists at the time. That's great. That's awesome. You've got a good college professor. It's very unusual. Let's see here. Joshua Sanabria says, toxic masculinity seems most of Trump's fact checks there's around 10,000 insert blank fact check. Partially false. There's actually 9,995 insert blank. Well, yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. I mean, it wasn't just that. It was also like opinions. Like if Trump would say, we want to preserve the life of the child in the womb, they'd be like, fact check, this is just a cluster of cells. There's no child in the womb. Well, it's like, it's not really a fact check, is it? That's the whole schism in the whole. That's the whole political divide. Oh, Ashley took a picture. Oh, Ashley, you're awesome. Okay, yeah, I think I got those actually. Thank you, Ashley, but I think I have them all, weirdly. Bigfoot the Chipmunk says, tell us how you really feel. I know. I do get a little bit angry sometimes. There was a scene in the Avengers, the original Avengers movie, where they said like, hey, because like Bruce Banner was walking toward these back, and he goes, hey, Bruce, it's about time to get angry right about now, right? And he turns to him and he goes, that's my secret. I'm always angry. And then he turns into the Hulk, right? It's a great moment. Good line, good moment, well shot, like very good, very good. And I remember seeing that, watching that little bit and being like, I can relate to this. Because I may seem very happy on the outside, but somewhere inside I'm pissed off about something always. Right? Especially when I was younger. It's not quite as bad as it used to be. When I was a teenager, I was always like, there was always just under the surface, there was this like intense rage constantly. I don't know what that was, but yeah, I was. There's no reason for it either. I had a pretty good life, Yeah, there's no reason, but I just was pissed off all the time. Let's see here. MJ Jackson also writes, yep, Facebook, Twitter, IG, and Parler took down the JFK report. That is really messed up, man. I assume that was the name of your channel on various platforms. MJ Jackson also wrote, I was assaulted by a Palestinian extremist at the Phoenix State Capitol 2 weeks ago, made the Gateway Pundit. I think you sent me that on my email. I didn't get to that. I didn't actually click on that, but that's crazy, man. That is crazy. Are you Jewish, MJ Jackson? Doesn't sound Jackson. That's not a Jewish name. Let's see here. Toxic masculinity from Frank James. Joshua Mehe, you may have to use toxic masculinity, not Mr. Reagan. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Joshua Mehe. Hey, how you doing, man? Mihe. Did you see that the grand jury against Donald Trump? A story that just broke. The grand jury. I didn't, but I'll look into it. Maybe I'll cover it tomorrow. Thanks for letting me know. Frank James, if you want to see my videos, go to Q&A -524 2021 in Toxic Masculinity channel and look for me in the comments. Oh, do you do the animations? I'll click on I'll click on your channel, man. Just go ahead and post it here. All right, Frank James. I think both Palestinians and Israelis have arguments that said for whatever the reason, if you fire rockets at anyone's cities, well, no one else would be so careful when retaliating. Yeah, that's right. And I would also like to say about that, MJ Jackson writes, the Wuhan virus. That's random. I don't understand why you said that. Let's see. And he also wrote, social Lutheran. I megaphone around Phoenix to expose propaganda. Oh, I see. Okay. So you were going out on the streets yelling about something, and then you were attacked by a Palestinian. Well, let me just say this. Okay, so what the hell were we talking about just a second ago? Frank James. Um, yeah, okay, this is what I was going to say. I think that the number one best argument that I've seen, I think I saw this on Twitter somewhere. Somebody said that, like, look, if you took all of the weapons, all the missiles, all the bombs, all that stuff from the Palestinians, and you threw them into the ocean, they didn't have any weapons anymore, the fighting would just stop. It would stop tomorrow. Boom, done. But if you took all the bombs and the missiles and all the weapons from the Israelis and you threw them in the ocean, do you think the fighting would stop? Hell no. The fighting would be worse than ever. I mean, it would just be a massacre, right? The Jews would be obliterated from Israel because the Palestinians would try to wipe them off the face of the planet. And so that is the difference, right? You have Hamas is a terrorist group. They want to exterminate the Jews, right? They want to carry on Hitler's work. The Jews aren't interested in destroying Palestine or obliterating the Palestinians off the face of the earth. If they wanted to do that, they could do it. No question. But they're obviously not interested in that. And so, we know who the aggressors are. We know who needs to be stopped, and we know who needs to be helped to defend themselves. Although Israel's fairly rich, so there's an argument to be made that America should stop helping them so much, or at least get paid for it. I don't mind that argument. That's an argument that people could have. I have no problem with that. But yeah, I am firmly on the side of Israel. I think the Palestinians are the aggressors. That is it. They're killing innocent people for no reason. We're all constantly hearing about the children and the mothers and the people who are killed in Palestine, which I think everyone has sympathy for. Of course, you don't want innocent people to be killed, but it wouldn't happen if they wouldn't keep sending missiles into Israel to kill women and children all the time. All right. Well, anyway, that is the end of the show. I have a bunch of work to do for tonight, and I don't want the show to go too long because then I'll be too tired to actually do the work. So I need to get some work done. I'm going to post some stuff for tonight so that you guys have shows for tomorrow morning for Mr. Reagan. I don't get the same number of views I used to get. It's very disappointing because YouTube's got their boot on my neck. But you know what? I got to keep doing. I got to keep throwing stuff out there. All right. You guys have a great day. I will see you tomorrow. Remember, this is the least professional show on YouTube, so don't expect too much. All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night. Toxic masculinity.